If you want to be a lawyer, you need to develop your communication skills. You see, being a lawyer is not just about knowing the law and about knowing legal theory. It's about explaining the law clearly and being able to argue your case confidently and connecting with clients who don't speak legal jargon. So in this video, we're going to break down the key communication skills that every future lawyer needs. So make sure you stick around to find out what those skills are and, crucially, how you can start building them right now, even if you're still studying. So let's talk about why communication matters in law. You might think law is all about law, but on another level, law is actually all about people. So you might be advising a client, you might be questioning a witness, you might be negotiating a deal, you might be drafting a contract, but whatever situation you're in, you need to understand and talk to people. And you need to be able to do that clearly and professionally. And you see, it's not just what you say, it's also how you say it, who you're saying it to, and also how well you listen in return. So strong communication is what turns legal knowledge into real life impact. It's the skill that takes you from textbook to courtroom or even boardroom. So let's talk about some of the top communication skills that you're going to want to develop. Here are a few of them. Firstly, a skill that might not even sound like a communication skill, but really is, and that's active listening. You see, great lawyers don't just talk, they listen. They're able to tune into the details, they're able to also spot what's not being said by the person that's talking to them, and they're also able to ask the right follow-up questions. So make sure that on top of improving how you speak, you actually focus on improving how you listen, because ultimately that's going to help you to speak and communicate more effectively. Now, another skill you're going to want to develop is clear writing. Now, whether you're writing an email or a legal opinion, you want to be crystal clear. That's absolutely central in law because anyone who's on the opposite side of the courtroom to you is going to pick up on anything that's slightly nebulous, anything that's not completely clear in what you've communicated and written. So you want to make sure that you're developing that ability to write incredibly clearly. Can you explain complex things simply in writing? That's a bit of a superpower in law. Another communication skill you're going to want to develop is persuasive speaking. Now, whether it's in court or in a client meeting, you're going to need to make your case confidently and back it up with solid reasoning. You can't come across as not really convinced by your own talking. So put that effort into developing confidence in speaking. And another skill you're going to want to develop is the ability to tailor your message. The reality is you're going to want to speak quite differently to a judge than you would speak to a nervous first-time client. So great communication is not just about a one-size-fits-all. It's actually about being able to adapt to the person that you are communicating with. Okay, so those are some of the skills, but how do you develop them? Well, the good news is you don't need to wait until you're actually practicing as a lawyer to work on them. Here are some of the things that you could start doing right now to develop your communication skills. You could join a debate club or a moot court. That's great for confidence, for quick thinking, and for structuring arguments and getting used to doing that kind of thing. You could practice writing for different audiences. Try to maybe explain a legal case to a friend who doesn't know anything about law in plain English. Try and send them an email and ask them if they've understood it. And if they did, you've nailed it. Speak up in class discussions wherever you're studying. That kind of thing builds confidence, and also it helps you to think on your feet, which is a vital skill as a lawyer. Another thing you can do is to watch great communicators. So whether that's barristers, judges, or even TED Talks, and notice how they're holding the audience's attention, how they're using structure in order to keep things clear. So think of communication as a skill you train, just like learning case law or legal frameworks. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. Now, some people are naturally good at good communicators, but great communicators are those that practice honing their skills. But here's the best part. Good communication doesn't just help you study law, it also helps you get hired. You see, law firms are going to want team players who can clearly explain things, stay calm under pressure, and connect with clients. The way you write your application, the way you answer your interview questions, all of that shows your communication style, and those are the kind of things that law firms are looking for. So good communication isn't just an extra skill, it's central to your success in law school, in training, and in the workplace. So whether you're just starting out or you're already deep into your studies, now is the time to start developing and sharpening those communication skills. It's one of the best investments you can make in your future legal career. Well, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more legal content.